How's it, guys? Welcome to our first live stream from the studio here at Mtunzi Hotel for the Selco Logistics King of the Sea 2023. And sorry, we've actually not really done much live videos today because some of the launch sites, there wasn't actually much going on where we were. So Herberdine, one jet ski got out and then they had to close off the launch site because there wasn't much beach. It just wasn't safe. And then here at Tweenie, the kayak guys sat on the beach for a while, and there were some really big swells coming. And they sat, and they might have been able to sort of time it a little bit earlier on, but the longer they watched it, the bank built up as the tide started draining out, so it made it trickier and trickier. Eventually, two guys got out, Carl and Jared. They did really well. They were very patient. They waited and they launched it at about 10. But there's quite a few guys out on the water. We've heard of a Sailie come in. I think a bit of Bonnie action. I haven't heard much else. But we're here. And we are sitting here with Richard Thompson from Thompson Motors. Welcome, Richard.
Thanks, man.
Richard's a sponsor for this year's event. Thompson Motors are based here in Port Shepstone and Marburg. And Richard and I go back a long way, actually. Too long. Old now. But Rich, tell us a little bit about you guys and what you offer to the guys looking for vehicles. I mean, you've got quite a commercial side in terms of what you offer, and then obviously for guys just looking for leisure vehicles as well. So you kind of cover all bases, don't you?
Yeah, we've been on the coast. We're a family business. Been on the coast since the 70s, and we started off with a franchise being Nissan, and we've slowly grown on the coast. And the coast has developed over the years. Great place to live. Businesses have grown, and we've grown our range to include Nissan and Renault on the far side, and we've grown our trucking side to include UD trucks, FAW trucks, and Aisha trucks.
So obviously, if guys are looking for something for their business from small to big, you can pretty much sort of deliver on everything. You know, like they're looking for a little runaround bucky, up to a big truck. You know, you can cover the entire portfolio. Is that basically what it is?
Yeah, we range from the Nissan MP200, which is your half-ton bucky, into the one-tonner. We're lucky to have a vehicle like the Navara at the moment, which has been
we're going to talk about that just now. Been driving that. What a lovely car, yeah.
And all the way up to from 3-ton up to 56-ton, your big bridge type applications.
And just going back to the Navara, so I've been luckily. I didn't think Richard trusted my driving. I mean, like I said, we've known each other for a long time, so obviously his dad made the decision. But yeah, I've been using the Navara for the weekend, and in the build-up collecting comp and then driving down here. What a pleasure to drive that car! It's like it's a workhorse bucky, like the Navara always has been, but it's so comfortable. It's like an SUV, and you know you'll often have like all the buckies, they like to say they're comfortable, and buckies are more comfortable nowadays. But really, that's not just talk. That's a really comfortable drive, and I was very impressed with that. And tell us a little bit more about that new Navara. How it's kind of just hit the market quite recently and taken the market by storm as well. Andrew was saying to us that it was the car of the year in its class. Is that right?
That's right. And it offers, like you say, the comfort is certainly not that of what you'd imagine an old bucky type feel. The comfort level, the specification level, it's quite a driving experience, and a lot of our customers and friends that tow vehicles or tow boats, caravans, enjoy it. The power, the comfort, it's a great package. And if you haven't driven it, it's definitely worth the drive.
100%. I think that's the key. Like if guys are looking at a vehicle like that, it's the key to come and have a test drive, because I promise you'll be blown away. It's a great drive. And there's a couple of different models that are available. Obviously, the one I'm in is the the top of the range 2x4. Is that right?
That's-
and then is that the top of the range 2x4?
Yeah, so you'll get
2.5.
the alley ranges and the other options, which are your start off range.
Yeah.
Fully spec'd vehicles, and then you go up to the. Often you'll see a grey model. The grey model is reserved for the Pro 4X or the Pro 2X, which is your top of the range. So if you see a grey one in particular, you get it in white. Those are your top of the range.
So the grey one's been driving around the really real top of the range. Right? You didn't give that to me. What?
No, wasn't available.
The other thing of the Navara though is it's not just a double cab anymore. So you used to have you'd have the hard body range and then you'd have the Navara. Now it's all to one. So you've got the Navara as your workhorse single cab as well, and your double cab. So it's just all one
That's
range.
right.
Yeah.
Previously, Brendan, it was MP300 range was the one-ton
MP300,
model.
yeah.
So that has been phased out and replaced with the newer updated spec and engines. And performing beautifully. Fuel consumption's been great. Customers really happy all around. So
That's good. Yeah.
the workhorse is a single cab Navara, and then obviously your luxury.
And that workhorse also comfortable as well, built for comfort too, or is it more?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd really recommend to anyone if you're in the market, it's most certainly worth a try.
Now, just talking about the South Coast. We're just talking about it in the car now when you're driving up. It's, I just said to you, you're actually so lucky to live here. It's such a lifestyle. Like it's very laid back here on the South Coast, but obviously you know the oaks work hard and chill hard, basically. Yeah, and you've been here your whole life. How has it changed? And you know, it's changed, but it hasn't changed. That's the thing that I find about the South Coast. It's very much still quite old school and that real, that old school coastal feel. That's what I love about the South Coast. You love life down here, and fishing here is, it's very much a fisherman's playground. It's not easy to fish here. But you've got lots of options if you're looking to fish down this way as well. So yeah, just the South Coast. What would you say to anyone who wanted to sort of come live here or come down for holiday or whatever? But you know, even live here.
Brendan, it's we're really fortunate that it's a short drive south to the Transkei if you want a rustic experience. To chill out, it's a short drive to the mountains, and it's a short drive to the airport if you want to get out of here for a break. And we've got so much available. Tourism has grown in our area tremendously, and having an event of this caliber adding to what we've currently got to offer on the South Coast is fantastic, and we're delighted to be a part of it with you guys. In terms of the fishing, we've got great launch sites, good fishing, good bottom fishing, tuna fishing on Protea, and for those that dive, Protea is renowned as a diving. So the quality of life is great. The businesses have grown. Shopping centres are bigger and better than they've ever been. And yeah, just generally quality of life and what's on offer is fantastic.
You know, it's a great place to come visit, and also if you're looking to sort of settle down, it's a lovely place just like a place to be. And obviously, yeah, we're here at Mtunzi Hotel, and the spot overlooks Tweenie Beach, and Tweenie Beach itself it's such a beautiful beach. It's clean. Is it Blue Flag? Tweenie?
I'm not aware of it being Blue Flag.
But it's almost there. It's a very well looked after, nice clean beach, and it's always a pleasure coming down here to the South Coast. Obviously, we used to be a little bit further up north. Beautiful beaches all the way down, and we're so privileged to come down here and enjoy the South Coast. So yeah, thanks for being on board, guys. Yeah, so for the rest of the weekend here at the Salco Logistics King of the Sea 2023, we're going to be crossing over a little bit more from the studio as we go. What we're going to try and do is cross over from the studio. We'll try to cross over to sort of guys out on the okay, over there, thanks. We're going to try to cross over to guys out on the water, if we can. That was just Cameron's toasted. What do you got there? Toasted mayonnaise. Yeah, okay. Shot the husband, eh? And we'll try to cross the guys out on the water. We're going to cross down from the spot from the festivities. So yeah, keep tuned into the Go Fish channel, and we hopefully get some fishing action and some live streaming of the launches. Like I say, sorry, this morning we kind of got stuck in launch sites where actually there wasn't a lot happening in terms of fishing, and then by the time we had sort of decided to make a move and go somewhere else, like Shelley Beach, the guys had all got out already. So yeah, we'll definitely be keeping you guys posted. Tomorrow looks really, really good weather. The swell's dropping a bit, and I mean, it's actually a beautiful day today. It's just that the swell was up a bit, so it did guys off going out. But yeah, so stay tuned to the Salco Logistics King of the Sea here at Mtunzi Hotel and the spot with our sponsors. We've got our shirt sponsors, Sapphire Insurance. Thanks again for being on board. Got Thompson Motors driving us. Obviously, Mtunzi Hotel. And we've got Rototank on board again. We've got loads and loads. Sorry, I don't have my list right in front of me. We've got loads and loads of sponsors, and we're going to run through them over the weekend as well, just to thank them all. So stay tuned, and we'll be filling in with action all weekend.